This one's coming from Best of Redditor Updates. My mother-in-law cut my hair in my sleep because she thought I cheated on my husband.
Oh.
So I'm still processing this, but I need to get it off my chest. Last night, I woke up and realized someone had butchered my hair. One side is a jagged pixie cut, and the other side hangs awkwardly past my shoulder. At first, I thought I was losing my mind. Maybe I sleptwalked or something, but no. I confronted my husband, Tim, because he's been acting weird lately, but he denied it. Then he drops this bombshell. Quote, my mom, she might have done it.
What the hell?
Apparently, my mother-in-law, let's call her Diane, is convinced I've been cheating on Tim. Why? Because last week she saw me having lunch with a coworker. For the record, the coworker, Kyle, is gay, and we were literally talking about work. But Diane decided I must be having an affair, and instead of, talking to me or Tim, she broke into our house in the middle of the night with scissors and went full Edward Scissorhands on my hair.
Jesus.
This morning, I confronted her. At first, she played innocent, but when I pressed her, she literally said, quote, well, maybe now you'll think twice before humiliating my son. I was fuming. I told her Kyle isn't even into women, but she just rolled her eyes and said something like, quote, that's what they all say. I didn't even know how to respond to that level of delusion. Tim is horrified and apologetic, but I'm struggling here. This woman violated my personal space, destroyed my hair, and acted like she was in the right. I want to go no contact with her, but Tim is stuck between me and his mom, and I feel like this is going to be a huge blow up in our marriage. Any advice? Because I'm honestly at a loss here.
Jeez, how did she get in the house? Does she have a key? Does she just pick the lock?
Interesting.
She probably has a key, I would imagine.
Right? Or she copied it without them knowing.
Possibly. Yeah, no, I would be dying on this hill. Definitely push for no contact with your husband. I feel like you shouldn't even have to push. At this point, she literally assaulted me.
Right?
This is a form of assault.
Can't we just call the police?
Yeah.
Break and enter and assault?
This is all of those things. If your husband doesn't see that, yeah, there would be a little blow up in the marriage.
Oh, it's not a big deal. Hair will grow back.
What does she say? I want to go no contact with her, but Tim is stuck between me and his mom. I don't know if he wants to support this or if he is defending this in any way, he is supporting this. And
right?
That is not okay with me. That does not fly.
One of the top comments. Why was his first thought, quote, maybe my mom did it? Why would a normal person's mind go there? Did he let her in? I'm sorry, but if my spouse woke up with their hair butchered, none of my thoughts would be that it could be my mom, unless I knew, or she had done that before to someone else I was with. There's definitely more to that story, and if he isn't immediately on your side, sounds like you have a husband problem along with a mother-in-law problem.
Damn, so true.
Damn.
Why did he think that?
Right? Instant first thought?
Did she confront him and be like, hey, your wife is cheating?
Maybe. Yeah, that would make sense.
I feel like that may be a plausible...
That makes more sense. Are you going to confront her?
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it? We need to teach a special lesson.
Yeah.
There's an edit. My husband and I will be going to my mother-in-law tomorrow to talk to her about the situation again. Hopefully, everyone will be calmed down by then, and I won't have to threaten legal action. Thank you all for the support and suggestions. I will keep them in mind.
I would still take legal action, but to each their own.
So, there's an update that comes 18 hours later. After the conversation we had with Diane this morning, I noticed my husband, Tim, was acting weird. At first, I thought it was the guilt about standing up to his mom, but it felt like more than that. He's been avoiding eye contact and getting defensive when I bring up what happened. Earlier, I couldn't take it anymore, so I sat him down and told him he needs to be 100% honest with me about everything. That's when he dropped the bombshell and confessed. Apparently, Diane didn't come up with the haircut idea on her own. Tim admitted that he knew about it ahead of time and even helped her.
Oh!
I felt like I had been punched in the stomach. He said he truly thought I was cheating on him with Kyle, my gay coworker, because Diane had convinced him that there was too much evidence to ignore. When she suggested cutting my hair as some kind of weird punishment, he He didn't stop her. In fact, he let her into our house that night while I was sleeping. Tim said he didn't want to confront me directly because he wasn't ready for the truth. So instead, he let his mother do this insane thing to me, thinking it would force me to come clean. Afterward, when I didn't admit to cheating, he started to realize he might have been wrong. But by then, he didn't know how to tell me what he'd done. He kept saying, quote, "I'm so sorry. I was just confused." But I honestly don't know how to process this. This wasn't just Diane acting like a lunatic. This was the both of them, and my husband betrayed me in one of the most humiliating ways possible. I packed a bag and I'm staying with a friend tonight while I figure out what to do. I don't know if I can ever trust him again after this. It's not just the haircut, it's the fact that he didn't talk to me, believed the worst about me without any proof, and actively participated in something so cruel and violating. As for Diane, she's officially dead to me. I've already told Tim that I don't want her in my life ever again, regardless of what happens between us. Right now, I'm torn. Part of me wants to file a police report on both of them for what they did, but I'm scared of how messy we'll get. Another part of me just wants to cut ties and move on, but that feels like letting them off too easy. I don't know what my next step is, but I do know this. I deserve better than this. Thank you to everyone who supported me through this. Your comments and advice have meant the world, and I'm truly grateful for the kindness and understanding. It's helping me find the strength to figure out what comes next.
That was such a big plot twist. I did not see that coming, actually. I didn't actually think he opened up the door for her and encouraged this. Next steps, divorce. There is no other route for you but divorce. This man, not only did he gallop to conclusions here, he assaulted you. He assisted.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is actually so crazy. This is worse than the last story that we've had with the cheating, not believing the neighbor. Oh wait, not believing your husband when the neighbor stole the identity.
Yeah.
It's like you still slept beside her that night.
Right?
You slept beside her in bed, thinking that she was cheating on you to get back, and then had this weird plan to cut her hair and humiliate her.
That's fucking twisted.
Bro, even if she did cheat on you, you cannot cut someone's hair for that reason to humiliate them.
Right?
Also, oh my God. Also, you're going to see your woman out with a man and just automatically assume cheating.
It could be fucking anything. Maybe they're having lunch. Even if he wasn't gay and she was just having lunch with a coworker on that day for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean she's cheating.
No, it doesn't. And that's coming from me.
Yeah.
My scale of jealousy and cheating is way off than the normal person, but no, it doesn't. It absolutely does not mean that they're cheating. Also, I just feel like this would never happen in our relationship because I would 100% tell you, hey, I had how was your day, honey?
I had lunch. You didn't. And my sisters are like, yo, I saw Tree's having lunch with a guy. My first reaction isn't, hey, I'm going to fucking cut the hair.
Yeah, obviously. I just mean I don't know. We talk about everything. We share everything together.
Well, that's because we have a proper, healthy communicating relationship, or we have an unhealthy communicating relationship.
Maybe it's a little bit unhealthy.
Right? Maybe we communicate too much. So this is a second update. I think I'm going to divorce him, and I may file a police report.
Yeah.
After everything that happened, I've been thinking a lot about my next steps, and I've come to a heartbreaking but necessary conclusion. I don't think there's any going back from this. I trusted Tim with my heart, my safety, my life, and he betrayed me in ways I never thought possible. I can't imagine a future where I feel safe with him, where I can trust him, or where I don't carry the weight of this violation every day. I'm strongly considering filing for divorce. The thought of staying with him feels unbearable, but at the same time, I can't stop worrying about the messiness of it all. I just want to cut ties completely, to walk away and rebuild my life without him and his mother dragging me down any further. As for filing a police report, I'm leaning towards it, but I'm scared of what it might bring. I know what they did was a crime. My own husband let his mother into our home to assault me in my sleep. But the thought of dealing with legal battles or even having to relive this again and again in statements is exhausting. Part of me wants to hold them accountable, but another part just wants to run further away and never look back. Right now, I'm taking it one step at a time. I've been talking to friends, trying to find some clarity in all this chaos. It's terrifying and painful, but I know one thing for sure. I deserve so much better than this. Thank you to everyone who has shown me kindness and support. It means the world to me.
Yeah, I could definitely understand that. I don't think, like, there is doing the right thing so that they are, sorry, not the right thing, but there is, like, keeping them accountable, but also at what cost? Like, if it's going to make you feel worse going through all that legal battle, like, then it's not worth it.
Yeah, I guess. I think I struggle with that a little bit because I'm like, how is it not worth it? But, I'm just like, I would want to fuck up their life so much that I'd be willing to go through it. But that's just me. Like, I would be willing to suffer in order to make sure that they suffer too. But yeah, you are reliving through it and going through all of it, and that can be tough. I personally think it's worth it, but not everybody feels the same way.
Yeah. I think it's dependent on the situation, and I don't know how much like trauma it actually
For this,
causes you.
I would definitely want to hold them accountable, and I would be filing that police report so fast.
Yeah, I would agree. But as outsiders,
Exactly. Easy for us to say.
It's easy. Yeah, exactly.
So one of the top comments, I think she should tell her husband that he has to shave his head as part of his apology. Like, that's the part of what he has to do before she will even consider coming home. Make him send a selfie. Tell him that this will not fix the situation, but is a step in the right direction to prove he's really sorry. And try to get an admission in text of what they did. Like, quote, "You did this to me and I don't feel safe." And hopefully he/the mother-in-law will apologize via text or at least not deny the incident. Try to draw the conversation out over several days and don't go home during the process. Get lots of photos to document the incident before you let anyone else touch your hair. And tell mother-in-law/husband that they will be paying for the best, hopefully expensive, stylish, that you can find to fix your hair. Then OP, go ahead and do the police report on both the mother-in-law for assault and domestic violence and the husband for, I don't know, aiding and abetting domestic violence and assault.
Yep.
And retain a lawyer right after making the police report. Usually an initial consultation is free. OP should have legal representation as she moves forward with the divorce. I would also recommend not going home at all because it won't be safe, even before the bastard shaves his head. There is no way to move past this. I'd never let that man so much as touch my hand ever again if I was OP. Someone who would do this to you is sick and dangerous. What might he do next time he thinks you're cheating? Or do anything he doesn't like? Will he scar your face? Quote, so no one will ever want you? Or will he do something worse? I'm sorry they did this to you. Internet hugs if you want them.
That's so true. Like, what was the underlying reason here?
Because she thinks he cheated?
No. But, like, they made a good point. Like, will he scar your face so no one else will want you? Like, that's probably...
Oh, yeah.
Like, why? Like,
that
cut her hair in a freaky way so no one else will want her.
So that the person she's cheating on will find her ugly.
Yeah. I think it is a weird, twisted...
Yeah. Like, what's the added result like that you're going for?
Yeah.
I would say, I don't want you to shave your head. I want you to shave half your fucking head. I want you to shave...
Just one down the middle.
One side. I want half of it, not even shaved. I want it buzzed. Like, just number 2 clipped. I want a number 1, then a number 2. I want it fucking ugly.
I think one down the middle is perfect. That's
okay,
ugly.
That could be perfect, too.
I feel like half a head, I don't know, people do that for fun.
Yeah, just run down and like not even like evenly. I want it jagged. I want it fucking shaky. I want you to just go once.
Yeah.
Through it. OP replies to that comment and says, "Thank you so much for taking the time to write this. I can't even express how much it means to me to feel seen and supported right now. You're absolutely right. I've been trying to wrap my head around what to do next, and your suggestions really help me see things more clearly. I've already taken pictures of my hair and I'm keeping every text as evidence. I haven't thought about asking for an admission in writing, but that's such a good idea. I'll definitely try to do that. The idea of him shaving his head as part of an apology honestly feels like the bare minimum after what he allowed to happen. Though I don't think there's any way to truly fix what he's done. I'm terrified of what he or his mom might do next if I go back. So I'm staying with my friend for now while I figure out my options. The thought of filing a police report and getting a lawyer is overwhelming, but I know it might be necessary to protect myself. The betrayal I feel from both of them is unbearable, and I don't think I could ever trust him again. The words about what could happen next time really hit me hard because I've been trying not to think about that, but deep down, I know you're right. This isn't something I can move past. It's just too big, too cruel, and too dangerous to ignore. Thank you so much for your kindness and helping me see I'm not alone in this. Internet hugs right back to you.
Damn. I feel like if you do decide to go through with the police report and lawyers and stuff, you need a good support system. It does sound like this is a big daunting task to you. So I feel like you need someone to lean on. Like, so this friend that you're staying with, I would just ask them preemptively, like, hey, if I do this, like, can I rely on you to just be like my emotional support person through this? Because I think she's like really scared of like taking on this like emotional burden. And she's had a partner for I don't know for how long, and that was her husband, and now I just feel like she needs someone else. So
yeah. So there's another update. She kind of just recaps the same thing, but we got receipts of the text message.
Oh shit.
So she texts her husband and says, I need you to be honest with me. Did you know what she was going to do? He replies, I didn't think it would go this far. She says, that is not an answer. Did you know she was planning to cut my hair? She was upset, okay? She kept saying you needed to learn a lesson, but I didn't think she would actually do it. Learn a lesson? Are you hearing yourself right now? She told you what she was going to do and you still let her in? I thought maybe she'd cool down after talking to you. She told you she wanted to teach me a lesson by cutting my hair, and you thought it would be fine. What is wrong with you? I didn't think she'd actually go through with it. But you didn't stop her either. You didn't warn me. You didn't protect me. You just let it happen. I didn't know how to handle it, okay? She was so worked up. I didn't want to make things worse.
Oh, and how did that turn out?
Worse? How could it possibly get worse? You knew. You knew she was going to do it, and you let her. I didn't mean for it to happen like this. But it did happen, and now I'm sitting here humiliated, betrayed, and wondering how I'm supposed to ever trust you again. I'm sorry. I really am. Sorry doesn't fix this. Sorry doesn't make me feel safe in my own home anymore. I don't know who you are anymore. I need space to figure this out. Please, just come home and we can talk about this. No, you made your choice. Now I have to make mine.
He's not sorry. Just by all these responses, he's not taking any accountability here.
Yeah.
He's not owning up to anything. He's barely apologizing. I don't hear any regret in his text.
Right?
I think this is a man-child. You need to get the fuck out.
So that was the last update that we saw. And I hope she went ahead and filed the police report. And yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we don't get any confirmation of divorce or police report or anything. So I hope Opia as well, and I hope they got served.
Hopefully.
Damn. All right. That's all I got.
Alrighty. I have 2 leftover stories that will be going on Patreon this Friday. Every Friday, we have a bonus episode coming out on Patreon. You should go check it out.
Wow, the salesmanship. Good job.
I tried.
Good job, honey.